Okay. All right. Blessings, you guys. It was so hard for me getting in here, y'all. Y'all don't even want to know. The devil be on 10, but I'm so prayed up. Thank you, Jesus. But this one, you guys, this is wild. Very wild. And I said it before. Now it's getting more like insane, and like more people are getting endangered by narcissists that you are with, especially when you are done, because at the end of any relationship, especially with a narc, is the most dangerous time, because they refuse to let go of that control. Now I'm gonna talk about two situations. Let me talk about that female narc first. Okay? This female narc, I watched this video, and this crazy chick comes over in a bonnet, mad because dude was done with her with all her cheating. Because you should be seeing them when they be like, can we just talk about this later? And they be thinking it's okay, and thinking some of these men be fed up. So fed up with them. And they be thinking that they just do what they want to do, and he's just going to keep on coming back because they think their box is a press. And some of these men, they be fed up. So she comes over to the man's crib. Now, the man lives in an apartment complex, and I said this before. You being with a narc can endanger other people's lives when they don't know you nor the narc. Can endanger other people's lives. So she comes over there with a gas can, throw the gas on the man's door, and start striking matches. So the first one didn't go. God blew it out. Second one, God blew it out. Third one, God blew it out. The fourth one, Satan lit it up. Right? So on his Ring camera, you can see that the door is kind of like setting on fire, but it didn't like set the way she wanted, but it was on fire. So because she was so in her feelings, in her narcissistic ass feelings, that she didn't care about anybody else, that if that fire would have spread it, how it would have just took out the building and other people's homes and other people's lives. And they don't even be caring. They be thinking they are above the damn law, because he got it all on the Ring camera. So she's going to jail. They think they can do whatever they want to do and get away. They be letting them demons be speaking to them in their heads. Them demons be taking them their vessels and gaslighting them, thinking that they can do whatever the hell they want to do. And she tried to set this man crib on fire, just like when don't ever leave them in your house, or tell them in your house that they're done. They're going to destroy your crib. It was this video where these two, they both was narcs, male and female. They moved into a new crib, y'all. November 15th. By December 5th, that crib was destroyed. And I know the landlord, I feel sorry for some of these landlords, because when they be renting out to these narcs and they properties get destroyed and tore up, this is what I mean when I say other people suffer because you are with a narc, or both of them are narcs. Other people suffer because you are with a narc. Now, I understand some of you guys don't know you are with a narc or whatever, and you're not knowing what's going to happen, and you don't know what they're capable of. But these are the things that they will do. These are the things that they would do. So you got to be careful when you're, trying to end it. You got to move in silence. When you're trying to be done with them, male or female. Here's the latest thing that I've been seeing over and over and over again on videos, where these Uber drivers, these Lyft drivers, are being endangered, but they are angels. They're God sent, because they knew the assignment. Where these women are trying to get away, and they're calling Ubers and whatever, and they're trying to get away, but the narc would come around just when they're trying to get away, and they would chase down the Uber drivers and everything. I saw the one where the man was chasing down the Uber driver, ramming into her car. And then just recently, the male Uber driver, the lady was throwing in all her stuff and threw her kids in the car and telling him, go, 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 go. These women are jumping into these cars and telling the people, the Uber drivers, to go, 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 go. And these narcissistic men are chasing them down and attacking the Uber driver. One of them tried to fight the Uber driver, and he was like, all right, get out, get out. And the Uber driver, all right, get out. He locked the door and pulled off with the girl in the car. She's like, go, go, go. He's chasing the car. He couldn't catch up to the Uber driver because he was on foot. But the ones that in the car, they're chasing the Uber drivers, and they're ramming into them, or they're just chasing them, and the Uber drivers are trying to get away, and everybody's scared. But this one Uber driver, he was strapped. He had his peacemaker. He was gonna make that peace that day. She was gonna get her peace that day. And thank God, because they be saying men don't protect women, but this black man protect this black woman, because he was going, and he drove her straight to the airport with her kids to get away from this abusive ass husband. This is getting out of control, because not only that her life and her kids' life was in danger, so was the Uber driver. You know, this is getting out of control with these narcs. This is 2026. This is getting out of control with these things. You know, they don't care. They think that they're unstoppable. They think they are above the law. They think they can do whatever they want to do, and it's jeopardizing other people's lives. Not saying that it's the victim's fault. Not saying that at all. But I'm just saying, when you are with a narc, you don't know that not just your life can be in danger, other people's lives can be in danger as well. I remember, you know, when I was leaving the most evil narc, and it was some people that just didn't even want to help me, because they was like, oh, I tried to, you know, I don't want to be a part of it. But thank God he sent me some angels. So I did get away. You know what I mean? And I got away in time. But I didn't jeopardize anybody's life, because there was no one there but me. You know, narc was out there cheating, doing its thing. So I had, you know, a little bit of time to do what I had to do. But this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is real. This is real. Like, that woman tried to set that man apartment on fire. Could have killed everybody. The Uber drivers, you know, getting chased down. Not only that, the Uber driver could have got hurt. Other people on the road could have got hurt, because he's driving recklessly, trying to get to her and everything. And, you know, it was even this one guy. He was so damn bold. He had such big balls that he was like trying to talk in code, because he was getting arrested. She didn't even call the cops, but he was still blaming her. It was the neighbors that was calling the cops, and the cops came and saved her, so they was arresting him. So he was like trying to guilt trip her, like, you know I'm going to jail because of you, right? You know I love you. Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me. And she was like, I love you. Tell me you love me. Tell me you love. So then after a while, he just started threatening her in front of the police. He didn't even care. One of them lunged at her in front of the police. They don't even care. When they get to that point that they don't even care, that's when you know they are the most dangerous. You got, you know, narcissists come in different type of categories, you know, different levels, from covert all the way up. You know, you just go in and Google the different type of the narcissists, and you get the definitions. You'll figure out which one you're dealing with. But these ones are the worst, most evil ones. That was crazy as hell. And that man saved that woman's life. I remember way back in the day being with a narc, and this was way before Ubers or whatever, and I had to get away in a taxi. And the man was like, okay, he's like, I'll just charge you $40. And he moved all my stuff. And I think he had a station wagon at that time. He moved all my stuff, and I got away with all my stuff, and, you know, left and whatever. And I got safely to family member. And, you know, just got out of that situation or whatever, y'all, leaving these creatures are the most dangerous time of your life. I'm looking at the videos like, I just cannot believe that they just think they can do whatever they want to do. They think they can just do whatever they want to do. They don't even care if it ends their life. They just want to make sure that they try to unalive you. They're just trying to make sure they unalive you. And they're thinking this abuse and this control is going to make you want to stay. How you going to be loving on that? How you going to be loving on that? Even if you didn't get away and you got back, how you going to be loving on that? And then they want to touch you and love on you and whatever. And it's not even love. And you just like disgusted. It's so disgusting. Because when they touch you and whatever, you disgust it. Because like with the most evil narc, I hate it when that, oh, I almost said the B word, touched me. It was like every time it touched me, it was like I was trying to scrub it out, scrub it out, scrub it out, scrub it off. It's like I always kept feeling that touch. I kept just feeling that touch. But they're crazy as hell. They're crazy as hell. And thank God for these Uber drivers that knew the assignment. And they just kept going and going. And the female, so it was just one female Uber driver that I saw, but the rest of them was men. Like the one that locked the door and skirted out on dude. And then the one when the lady was like, just go, 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 go. And dude was like, he got it. He got his peacemaker and whatever. Like the men was like helping these women. And the other one was just like, this is so scary. Running lights, going through traffic and everything. These narcs that you are with, they don't only endanger you, they endanger everyone, anyone. You know what I mean? And God forbid if they got a gat. You know, if they got a pew pew and want to be acting like they like they die hard and want to be, you know, popping all in the public. And you don't, bullets don't have no name on it. You know, this is just getting out of control. May God be the glory and may God protect these people that's with these narcs, especially the ones that's trying to get out of it. These female narcs and these male narcs are so dangerous. Now, I do see more videos where it's the male narcs, but these female narcs are just the same, especially when she tried to set his crib on fire. And the ring camera was still ringing, still working, still filming, still clocking it. Still clocking. The man was not even home. But can you just imagine? Can you just imagine being in your apartment, seeing your neighbor apartment on fire? And it's your next door, whatever. And the fire can just like get onto your apartment and set your apartment ablaze because some crazy ass person is not, you know, accepting that it's over. Don't nobody want to keep getting abused. They're in their childish ass feelings just because they're adults. They have, and this is the insult to children, they have a mind of a child. You know, some children will play with matches. They don't know any better, but these narcs know better. That girl went to the gas station and filled up that gas tank. She knew exactly what she was doing. I don't know what makes them think that they can get away with all the things that they're doing to try to hurt you. This is crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. But that man, God bless that man. That man saved her life, bruh. Bro, God bless you. Dude knew the assignment. So I feel sorry for the ones that's just not realizing that you are with a toxic ass person, that you are with a narc, and now you're trying to figure out how you're going to get away. God forbid you married them or have a kid or moved in with them or they're in your crib. They're going to destroy your ish. And if you're married with them, and they lost supply after supply after supply after supply, you're going to be the one that's going to be harder to get away because they already was like clocking the moves of everybody that got away from them. So they're going to be on deck. The moment they got with you, they was already tapping on tapping your phone, tapping everything, putting trackers on you. They were already doing that way before you were aware. Just like when they start the smear campaign, the minute that they got with you, the minute that they got with you, because they already know where it's gonna go. Smearing you to everybody, even your own family. Turning people against you, and they turn your kids against you. Especially if they got any moolah, any money, and they're like cashing out your kids and buying and love bombing your kids or whatever. And then your kids are not understanding because they're only seeing that part of the narc. So when the mom or the dad or whatever is trying to get away, the kids are not understanding. So the kids may be their secret flying monkey, because the kids are not understanding. Or anybody that, even an adult, they're not understanding. So they're being, the flying monkey for the narc. This is crazy, y'all. That man was going like 100 miles an hour trying to get away from her crazy ass husband that was chasing down an Uber driver. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, 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 clap to these Uber drivers that's helping these women. Dude didn't even charge her for the ride. He just wanted to save her. He just wanted to save her. And thank God that most of them have dash cams and all that stuff, so it's being recorded so that you got proof to go to the authorities and everything, so that they can go back and the authorities can go back and deal with this. But this is crazy as hell. This is the new thing. Women are escaping from these narcissists and Ubers and everything. And these Uber drivers are taking on the assignment to help these women and their children to get away. We need way more DV organizations that can help these people, because these narcissists are coming out like roaches right now. They're all exposed and they're coming out like roaches right now. And some people cannot get away. They're going to slowly unalive you if you stay with them. And I understand some victims are like, I can't get away because of the kids, or the narc is threatening to take the kids, or I don't have enough money. Don't let their threats scare you, especially when they're threatening to take your kids away. They don't have a leg to stand on at all with that. Prove it. Prove it. They don't have a leg to stand on, and then they'll try to scare you and spook you to force you to stay with them because kids or whatever. And these financial abusers that, oh, I just want a trap wife and you don't have to work. And they might give you money. They might give you a car. They might give you access to things. But they're watching it. They're clocking it. So they're watching where you're spending. They're watching where you're going. Like I said, they track you. The moment they say hello and you decide to say, yes, we can start dating, that's when you got a tracker on your A. That's when they're tracking your A. And you don't even be knowing it. Don't get on no phone plans with them. Don't move in with them. Don't marry them. Don't have kids with them. And even if you don't live with them, they just won't let you go. You better get some self-defense. You better get your pew-pew license. You better be ready for war. Let's take it to war. You better be ready for war. When you figure it out and you ready to leave them, you better be ready for war. Because these clowns is trying to take you out because they're in their feelings. They're mad because they got to face and fight them demons every single day. You don't have to deal with that. You're normal. You pray every day. You got the Holy Spirit in your heart. You got the light. You got the energy. And that's all they wanted to do is cipher those things from you. And they're slowly draining the life out of you the longer that you are with them. So I feel sorry for you, sis. I feel sorry for you, bro. When you enter it not knowing, they're future faking, they're gaslighting, their spiritual and their emotional abuse, their physical abuse. This is trauma. And the whole entire time, They're living a single life. They're on Tinder and all this. They could be married for 20, 30, 40 years. They could be on Tinder and everything, and they just want you to allow them to cheat in peace. So if you're just not figuring out the red flags, go check them bags, go check them phones, go check them computers, and watch what you find out about them. Even if an old supply, if you get to the old supply and ask questions, or the old supply tell you something, whether you dismiss it or not, it'll come together later. It sure will. It will come to later, and you will figure it out. And some of you new supplies, your answers rely in the old supplies. But you just got to do what you got to do. You just got to do what you got to do. And these ones that look so damn innocent, they look like they wouldn't crack a cracker. They look like they wouldn't even jaywalk. These ones that look so innocent, because they look all innocent and they got money, and they all them covert narcs. Well, they look like they won't do anything. Them are the most evil ass ones. They are the most evil ass ones, and they go after supplies that they think are beneath them, or they'll go out after the ones that's so strong because they want to break you. They want to break you. And if they lost, let's say they lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 supplies. Now they're this old narc. They're over 50 or whatever. They're going to make sure whomever they with after certain age, 50 or whatever, they're going to make sure that person never gets away. Never gets away. So I hope you don't allow them to cut off your support, your family, isolate you, because that's going to be the only way you're going to be able to escape. If you got your family, your friends, or whatever. Other than that, you're going to have to be very creative to plan your escape. You better start saving that money. You better start being as secretive as them. You better get with your family, have your own bank account or whatever, so that you can move around when it's time. And sometimes you just got to let it all go. You're not going to leave with everything you came in with. You're going to leave with some, half, or none of that. You know what I mean? You're going to leave with some, half, or none of that. And some, half, or none of your sanity. But you're smart enough to get the hell away. And then you're going to have to figure it out, deal with it, and rebuild yourself. And they're going to come back and stalk you and threaten you and do all this crazy. They want to try to expose you and try to make people think that you are them and they are you, that they're the victim, and everything that they did to you, you did it to them. Okay? That's what they're going to try to do. And you don't have to defend yourself with you don't have to defend yourself to no one. Who give a damn? I wouldn't give a damn what anybody think about me when I'm trying to save my own life. Hey, Mark. It's been so long. Hey, love. Hey, love, bug. I don't know if you've been seeing these videos where these Uber drivers, Mark, are saving these women's lives. Where these narcs are chasing down the Uber drivers when the women are trying to get away. You got to go on YouTube and just YouTube, like type it in, Uber driver saves, woman from abuse, and you're going to be floored. But I ain't gonna hold y'all because I've been on here longer. But I really wanted to put this video out. I had a long day today, and then I had some hiccups earlier, so I didn't get a chance to get out here as early as I wanted to. Oh, you gotta go watch it. It was the one with the lady who was getting away, trying to get away from her abusive boyfriend. He was in the back seat in the Uber. And he's like crashing out on her in the backseat, and the Uber driver like, nah, you're not about to do that in my car. Y'all got to get out. But he knew the assignment. So the abuser was like, Yeah, you gotta get out. You like, let's step out, let's step out. So let's step out, let's step out. So he's trying to get out to fight the Uber driver. So the abuser gets out the Uber driver car first and closed the door, and the Uber driver clicked the locks and pulled off. And she's like, go, 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 go. And then the one with the lady where she was getting away, but he jumps in his car and crashed the back of the female Uber's car, totaled her car, but they did get away. And then just the other day, where the one with her kids and everything, she's throwing the kids and all her stuff in the car, like, go, 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 go. But this one had his heater on him, and the husband was chasing them down, and they was all into traffic. Like I was saying, how being with a narc can endanger other people that don't know you or the narc. Not saying that it's the victim's fault, but they just don't give a damn. Your channel is growing. You gotta send me that. Inbox me that. You meeting a lot of people. Inbox me that. Let me check you out, love. But I got to go because it's getting dark out here. That's my video. Mark, send me all that. And then I'm going to check you out. Okay, love? God bless you guys. God bless you, Mark. See y'all on the next one.